Good morning, everyone. I am Chef Cheryl Tate, and this is the Chefing with Cheryl show. We are part of the LA South Chamber of Commerce. We are representing the Hope Foundation, helping other people every day. And we are here to help you with fall eating. How great. Happy October, family. Happy October. So, fall comes so fast that sometimes I forget to pull out my fall, my harvest decorations and everything. Christmas is trying to come fast, and we're going to slow it down a little bit. So I pulled out all my fall attire and saw some wonderful gourds and everything in the store. So I thought I would, brighten up the place, okay? And, we need to take it one day at a time. This is fall. It just turned fall. We have October, we have November, we have December. Let's not rush it. Let's just be in the moment and enjoy fall, okay? Because the right now is what's important, all right? So, fall vegetables, fall flavors, okay? This is such a warm, it's colder now. I know that we're in Southern California, but at night now, the temperatures are dropping, putting on our hoodies, we're turning on the heat and everything. We're getting ready for the cold. Global warming, it's just happening everywhere, but we are, it's a little cooler in the evening. So why not start bringing out the chili, start bringing out the warm spices? And, warm spices are very good. I cannot pronounce, what do you call it, I can never pronounce it, forgive me. But it's called the science of life, okay? And that means that everything that comes out of the earth helps us in some way or another. Spices, herbs, they all add to our lives, okay? So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a pumpkin fall chili. Now, interesting enough, pumpkin, we're usually using it in a sweet way, in pumpkin pies and everything, but we're gonna, we did the savory. We're doing a pumpkin chili. So yes, this can go, has many, many uses aside from just making pie. If we were just, kind of Google a little bit and start researching recipes, we will find that pumpkin is just as good savory as it is sweet. Okay, so we're making an awesome pumpkin chili today. And believe it or not, they're asking me to use, kind of some sweet spices, but, along with the savory, with the turkey and all the other spices, it just rounds it out. It gives it a wonderful fall feeling, okay? So let's talk about spices. And we know spices are healthy. They're all good for us. But this is something that we should be doing every single day. I was just speaking to one of the ladies here at the center, and she was saying, gosh, I'm not feeling too good. Well, gosh, what are you putting, why don't you just do a little something that's going to give it to you every day? Okay, one of the things that I do is I drink ginger in my coffee, ginger and cardamom. So this is ginger, this is powdered ginger, but I put some cardamom in it. So when I'm making my coffee, I shake this in there. I shake this in here along with cinnamon. So look at all those warm spices. And and if we were to just really to look at cinnamon, it's in the, it's a popular spice. It has a lot of properties: antifungal, antibiotic, antibacterial. It's sweet, but then again, we use it for other things too. That's just cinnamon. And we also know ginger is anti-inflammatory, and garlic also anti-inflammatory, antifungal, all those anti things that we need in our bodies, okay? They're gonna fight whatever it is, because yes, even though we are in a pandemic, it is flu season, okay? So there's different types of things going around that we need to guard ourselves with, okay? So that's just really important. If we can remember to just add those warm spices, and not necessarily fall, but every day. If we can remember to add spices and herbs, those root vegetables, the ginger, the garlic, it will really prolong your life. You know what I'm saying? We want to go the natural. Yes, we can take vitamins and everything, but we have these things that are already available. We don't need to go in a drugstore or anything. You know, we can definitely go to the spice store and get it. One thing that I just really want to impose on you is try spices. Just try them in anything you're doing, okay? You know, nutmeg is a really good spice for the fall. Turmeric is something that I use every single day. Every single day. So with that, spices. Just remember spices. Just look at all the fall colors. Just think of all the warm spices that we have here, okay? So we're making a healthy fall pumpkin chili. Okay, so I started it already and it's going good here, but I'm going to just show you how I put it together. So I have olive oil in my pot here, and I'm going to put in some chopped up bell pepper, onion, and garlic. Okay, and we're going to heat this up. We already have the olive oil in, and we're going to put the ground turkey in, and we're going to. Chili is not something that you have to fuss over. Just throw it in the pot, okay? We want to make life simple, okay? And chili is a really simple thing to do. You know, once you get your oh, smoke gas. Once you get your bell pepper and your onion and your garlic going, then you can put your ground turkey in. But it's just real simple. So I'm going to start seasoning it up. I'm going to start putting in my pie spice. Excuse me for 1 second. Okay, hold on. There we go. Smelling gas. Okay, so we have our bell pepper, onion, garlic, and like I said, a little bit of pie spice. This may be, you know, it has cinnamon in it with 2 or 3 different cinnamons in it, but this is not going to be what's going to carry it. Remember, this is a savory dish, okay? And along with that, we're going to put in. Okay, let me back up a little bit. If we look at the recipes that are posted here, we're going to see all these ingredients. But if we look, these are just spices, okay? I am a firm believer in spice blends because being a chef, you know, cumin over here, cinnamon over here, you know, coriander, if I can find that in one jar, I've made it. Okay, so spice blends are always the way you want to go. Remember, we want to think simple here. I mean, I've gone into kitchens and seen cupboards full of spices. They're not being used. I bring in my spice blend, really works. So, you know, that's just a little tip there for you, because we need to make cooking simple. Okay, we don't have a lot of time anymore. You know, we have a lot of things on our mind. If we can simplify it as much as possible, let's do that, okay? So here's some ground turkey. Now you can use any other type of turkey you want, any other type of protein you want, excuse me. Why not make it vegan? We don't have to put anything in here. You can use vegan sausage. You can use crumbles, okay? Crumbles are good too. I didn't say Beyond Beef, I said soy crumbles, okay? Because we're already familiar with soy. And that's one of the reasons why I don't really promote anything else. Here we go. That's why I really don't promote anything else. Let me put this on the back. There we go. There we go. So, right here, we want to brown this along with our spices. I don't know if this stuff smells heavenly. Oh my gosh. It smells so good. The cinnamon in there is just really picking up all the flavors. Okay. Okay, so thank you so much. So we're going to let this brown a little bit. And another thing that we're doing is we are doing roasted pears, okay? And we have got them all cut up, roasted pears and butternut squash. We've got our butternut squash and pears cut up with some olive oil. We have it in the oven already. And we're going to put some balsamic vinegar on it and roast it. So this is really a fall dish because pears and butternut squash are fall vegetables and fruits. So, and I had an apple and I threw this in there. If you have, always if you have something extra, toss it in there, okay? So this is what's in the oven right now. And we're going to check it and see what's going on. So we're almost there. We're almost there. Almost there, about 5 more minutes. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to put a balsamic glaze on there. So, being this fall, we really want to, think about, this is near the end of the year. This is Thanksgiving coming. This is fall. We really have to think about our health now. And just like I said, all these spices and herbs that we have, we really need to ramp that up. Even in the time that we're in right now, we really need to think about eating healthier, because that's what's going to really assist us, in what it is that we're doing, because there's just a lot of things going on in the world and it can wear us down, So I like to think about cooking as therapy. I enjoy coming in the kitchen and creating something that is going to be healthy and fulfilling to someone. It's always your intentions that one should think about when we're doing something. So when I cook, I always think about, how is it going to benefit the person? Is what I'm doing going to benefit? So if we have these things in mind, and yes, it's being fall, and yes, this is Thanksgiving time. What are we grateful for? Okay? So being, having that mindset of how we can be better is just what I always like to think about. So I'm doing this. And while I am doing this, I'm going to take this wonderful opportunity to bring up our guest today. We were going to have 2 guests. And Chef Rodney, who is an excellent chef, who has helped us in different capacities. He had to work today, unfortunately. But we do have Miss Isabel here, who talks about hydration to the hilt. So we're going to bring her on today. And as a matter of fact, Miss Isabel has been very helpful to me. She's just a jewel. I just have to say this. She's a jewel, And I was doing something, I was working, and I was like washing off some vegetables. She said, oh, no, you need this water to wash this off. You need this to do this. So, of which I'm all appreciative, and I know it's all healthy. So I'm going to give her the camera and let her do a little bit, and I am going to watch my chili. How's that?
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Well, thank you for having me, Chef Cheryl. I really appreciate you. I respect your work. You talk about health, the herbs, everything that the Lord has provided for us. And this is not food that is like, I call it fake food you buy out there, where it's not bringing you health. It doesn't fulfill what the body needs. Now, I am all about hydration, all about health. I'm 68 years old. I'm pretty soon going to be 69. And my health at this point is amazing, because I learned at age 52, when I was dying, that I was literally totally dehydrated. When we're born, as my ad in the destination guide tells you, my ad says that when we're born, we're about 85% water. Golly, we almost bounce, But the thing is that we're in this huge bag of alkaline water in mommy's tummy, and we're all water. And as we age, when we're about my age or, younger, 30, 20 years old, we're about 75% water. And at that point, you know, we're healthy when we're young. And as we get older, as my ad shows here, our body gets very acidic. It has no water. So we're drying out. Our organs are drying out, our arteries are drying out, everything is drying out. So if we really understand that our organs, our kidneys are like 75% water, our brain is mostly water. So we have to understand that drinking water is a must. Now most people do not drink water. They drink soda, they drink Kool-Aids, they drink you know, any kind of flavored things that do not hydrate.
I'm guilty of that.
They do not hydrate your body.
I'm guilty.
And yes, so many people are guilty. So many people, because they don't know. I was literally dying because I didn't know. I was drinking coffee. I was drinking a lot of coffee creamer in there, and that's all sugar. Sugar is deadly. Sugar is totally deadly. So we have to, and you'd be surprised how when you cook real food like Chef Cheryl cooks, you don't need sugar. Because our food, the Lord God Almighty provided everything we need. Everything we need in our food. All we need to learn is how to use it. A lot of times we look at spices and things, we think, oh, those are just you know, weeds, we need to throw that out. But in our garden, we have food that is life-saving, and we don't know. We just don't recognize it. So when we decide to really look at our health, we look at hydration. Hydration, you know, when your grass is dry, it's dying, well, that's how we are. We're dying. You know, we're drying out. And so when your body is truly hydrated, you don't need a lot of food because the body is mainly water. So you don't need a lot of food, and you don't need to be stressing out because your body handles it all when you're hydrated. So please, I encourage everybody to start drinking water. The water that helped me was my Kangen water. I've been drinking Kangen water since 2008. This is exceptionally high alkaline water, but alkaline is only the third property of it. The first property is that it's very thin. You can drink, and you never feel it in your tummy. It doesn't slosh around, and you can, and if you're a basketball player, you could be drinking and then keep going. You don't have to worry about it. And they say, don't, you know, don't go swimming when you've eaten and this and that. Well, this water helps your food be more nourishing also, because the first property is that it's very thin. The second property is that it's very high antioxidant. Antioxidant means that our air is very toxic, very acidic. And when we set a banana out, we cut a banana and we set it out, all the acidity in the air is eating up that banana or that avocado or anything like that. And so it gets very dark and it gets rotten very fast. So our Lord God Almighty gave us this amazing skin that protects us from the outside, protects us from the air, but we have to breathe it in anyway to survive the oxygen and everything. So then that means that we have to make sure that we are putting in antioxidants in our body. That's quality food and quality water. Bottled water is not quality water. No matter how much you pay for it, you have a lot of BPA stuff in there, plastic, that has contaminated the water. And water automatically cleans everything around it, pulls from it. and it pulls the plastic, especially if it's not a BPA free container. This one that I share with people, this container I share with people, and it is a BPA container, and I usually allow people to have free water. This container is 2.5 gallons, and I only charge $20 for the container, and you can have free water for a whole month. Come to my house and you can get it. So the whole thing is that the trying and using good things, quality things, these are things that people never heard of. I never heard of a lot of things that Chef Cheryl uses in her cooking, but now that I've heard about it, hey, life is different for me because I can use it and I can benefit my body. So this is something that we have to make sure that when we learn something positive, something that'll enhance our lives, but we don't have to stop with our lives. We influence our children's lives. Too many of our children have diabetes and all kinds of old people illnesses nowadays. We have to make sure that we're always open to try new things and to understand that our children are not going to live as old as people my age. For the fact that that is science right now. If you look it up, our children are not expected to live as old as we because of the way we started foods. When I was a kid, there was no McDonald's. There was no fast food anywhere. You know, we cooked at home. My parents were from the Depression, and they knew how to save, and they knew how to try to stay healthy because that was it. Either you live or you die. And so health and wealth goes together. We cannot, doesn't matter how much money you have, if you don't have your health, if you don't pay attention to the things that will make a difference for you and your family, then I'm sorry, we're going to have a very sad world for our children. And it's our responsibility. We have to leave something for our children. Like I was telling Chef Cheryl, I don't throw away any of the stuff that we peel or that anything because I compost. Because we cannot be just taking from the earth and not returning. We must return to the earth. We must be grateful for all the gifts that the Lord gives us. So I am so grateful that you have invited me as a guest, and I'm available to you. I can be found in the destination guide, and I do hope that you're able to get it. There's a QR code that you can get. The card is over there. I didn't bring it. Mm-hmm. Oh, the card.
The QR code.
There's a QR code that you can just shoot with your phone, and you can actually see our magazine. You can actually see our magazine on your phone all the way through. You don't pay anything for it. You get a lot of LA history. You get a lot of good information. And we must recycle our black brown dollars. We cannot be taking our money somewhere else. It never comes back to us. So we have to make sure we go to our businesses, local businesses, and recycle our dollars and spend our money in our community. That's the short end of it there. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Okay, thank you so much, Isabel. And you know, she has really changed my life. I'm gonna have to say this because I went to go see her yesterday to get some water so I could cook. And first thing she did was give me some water, then she gave me some ginger, then she gave me a whole bunch of other stuff. And the water that, did you have something else you wanted to share? And the water that she gave me was so light and so delicious that I kept drinking it. I kept drinking because, like I said, I'm very guilty of not drinking water. I don't like how it tastes. I have to fight myself, literally, to get up and to drink it. But I'm very, very appreciative that she allowed, that she came in and gave that to me because, like I said, I'm guilty of not drinking water. And if there's some way, if I can prolong, I want to grow up to be as old as she is. Okay, we'll just put it that way. We just want to grow up to be old and happy and wonderful. Okay, and so by doing that, we need water. All right. So our pumpkin chili is coming along here. Here's our roasted butternut squash we pulled out with apples and pears. Really, really good. Miss Isabel, if you'd like to try this, you are more than welcome. Oh my
goodness, my mouth is watering. Look at this.
If you'd like to try that.
Look at this. It's hold on, beautiful presentation. Yes. I love it. I need a fork.
Yes, you do. My goodness.
Oh,
my bad.
I can use my fingers.
It's all good.
Delicious. Oh my goodness. Let me try the apple.
So here we are back at our chili. You like it? Oh my gosh! You taste all the cinnamon and the cardamom, everything.
Oh my! Yes.
It's great. It's great. And again, those spices are good for you. So we can never get enough of it. We can never get enough. So here we are with our pumpkin chili, and we have our ground turkey and everything in there. Excuse me. And you have to be careful around cans. So we're just going to put a half a cup of pumpkin in our chili. Okay. And again, we have to remember, chili is very simple. We don't need a whole bunch. As long as we're just putting all the right ingredients in, we don't need a whole bunch of things. So, and again, okay, this is my another tip. Okay, so here we are. We're at Thanksgiving, and when I grew up with that can of chicken broth, that Swanson's can of chicken broth. Okay, look, I'm in a kitchen, guys. So let me just show you this. If you're in a good kitchen, you know there's some here. Okay. So hey, goodness, this is what we grew up with. Okay. It's a can, sits on the cupboard, for however long. If you go to Smart and Final, I'm not plugging Smart and Final, but this is where you can find it. This is vegetable based. It's vegan. This is, it doesn't cost that much, but it's a paste. And this is when I was working at Mattel, is what they used. When they wanted to make soup, they pulled this out and used and used water. And this is what made the base. Aside from this, which to me, is a little, because guess what? We're going to look for this. We're going to look for this come Thanksgiving because this is all we know. Okay. I mean, this is kind of like a staple, like the Lori seasoning salt. That's another story, but I'm just saying, but the sodium content on here is 40%. It's 40%. That's really high, So if you can get this, and the sodium content is not that high, but you can definitely, control it. Whether you want it strong or weak or however, you can control it. So this is one of the things I really swear by. If you keep this in your cupboard, in your refrigerator, it will last a long time because, when you open this up, you got to use it. When you open this up, you have to use it. So just remember that. Oh, right. We need water. Yay! Okay, so this is, what type of water is this again?
That's 9.5.
Okay.
Kangen water.
Okay, so this is water that you can cook with. Okay.
Water free of all contaminants that come in your faucet water. If you go to your VWP or whoever provides your water, you can ask for a free water report, and they are obligated to send it to you, and you will see everything that's in your water.
Wow. They do, yes, they do that.
They send it to you.
They do that.
But you have to request it.
Yes, you do. I was just, my water company does that every year. They just give it to us every year, which is wonderful. Miss Isabel, can you open this for me, please? It's always wonderful when you have a second set of hands, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. So our turkey chili is just about done. And we're going to put some tomato paste because that's what makes it wonderful and rich. I enjoy making chili because it's so easy and it keeps well in your refrigerator. And you know, when you're coming home from a long day, it's cold outside, this is really comforting. It's definitely a crowd pleaser. You can have chili and invite folks over and you won't feel bad, okay?
Okay, only one?
Yes, I already have one. Thank you so much. So, we are going to put our black beans. Now, mind you, you don't have to use black beans. You can use kidney beans, you can use black-eyed peas, but this is fall, so we'll just keep it simple to the recipe, and we'll use black beans. Okay, and again, let's just talk about color. Okay, this is fall. This is time for us to be bundled up. And again, all the time when I talk about food, I talk about color. Color is so important. So remember that saying? We all grew up: the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. The darker the berry, or the darker, okay? So we like to talk about, dark colors. Black beans are one of the healthiest beans you can eat because of the color. And the richer the color, the more dense the nutrients are. So if you're eating black beans, that's wonderful. If you're eating yellow vegetables, that's wonderful. Like I said, the pumpkin, I'm going to take a look at the pumpkin. The pumpkin and everything is wonderful. It's orange. It's orange. So all these deep, rich colors play a very big part in your diet. Because, again, eating something that is not, that has no color, has no nutrients. Okay, so I just need for us to sit there for a minute, okay? I was raised on white bread, white rice, white a whole bunch of stuff. And then it wasn't until I found out that everything that was colorful was good for me, I don't eat anything white anymore. So it's just, it's a matter of thought process. It's really a matter of thought process because we think about everything we do before we do it. Okay, so I contemplated this chili for a very long time before I started, before I said, this is what I want to do and this is what I want to serve. So, just thinking about how you want the food to look and everything, it's just, just the color content is just so important. And we are coming along here with our chili. So, another thing to remember is that this is good hydration, okay? So you're hydrating also while you're eating. And also soups and chilies of such are very filling, okay? So you're killing two birds with one stone when you're eating chili and lots of vegetables and lots of food in it, lots of good dense vegetables. You're really doing your body good, okay? So let's check on our other, because we have that. We still have some more going on. Okay, so here is our finished product. I'm going to dip this up so you guys can see it because the finished product always looks better. Okay, and so Miss Isabel, would you like to sample this for us?
Oh my goodness.
And there's a spoon over there.
What
there
sacrificing.
is a spoon. There you go.
Thank you. Look at that. That is amazing.
That is awesome.
Beautiful. It looks so beautiful. And I get to sacrifice.
She's a sacrifice, huh?
Oh, yeah. I get to eat it first.
Did you taste the pumpkin?
I can taste the pumpkin.
Wow.
I can taste all the seasoning you put in there. It brings it alive.
Really?
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So you do taste the pie spice and everything in there?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Everything's good. It all stands out. Oh my goodness.
So this, you know, I did start this earlier.
I'm going to enjoy it over here.
Okay. I did start this earlier, but this pot that I just started while we got going is going to be done in about 20 minutes. So chili does not take a long time to cook. You can find that you can get this on your table for your family in at least 45 minutes. And again, a stocked pantry really helps. So all these things that you see here, like we have the tomato paste, we have the diced chilies, excuse me, not chilies, but tomatoes, and we have our pumpkin. So, and again, I'm not going to discount that because you do have it in your cupboard, okay? These are staples. These are things that should be in your cupboard, should be in your refrigerator, okay? Because, you know, yes, coming home and cooking is wonderful. You want to do that for your family. You want to have something healthy for them, but you want cooking to be a stress-free situation. So I always like to encourage you getting your pantry together. You know, there's resources out there for us to purchase food now. So we need to take advantage of that and really stock our shelves with things that are going to be useful for us in the long run. You know, having canned goods is just really, really important. I don't know if I could express that enough, but having good canned goods in your pantry, along with a decent can opener now, that's important, okay, is really key to having a good pantry, because we don't know what's going to happen. And if we have things that are available, if we won't have to worry, it reduces the stress level. I cannot express to you how much preparedness helps. Just being prepared, doing whatever it is you need to do. You know, as a chef, I travel a lot. I have to make sure that I have all my tools with me. And there's sometimes I don't have a tool, but I usually have all my food with me. And this reduces my stress level when I'm going out to the client. But this is something that I had to learn. You have to learn this. This is a behavior. So if we're thinking about eating healthy, if we're talking about living healthy, so that means a little bit of planning. That means we're going to have to, you know, take one step and go in the stores and do some planning. So when we do have a situation where maybe we can't make it to the store, or the shelves are getting a little thin, you already have it. You already have it, and you know, we can always, you know, go to our shelf and pull it out. And again, I have to say this, you know, it doesn't hurt to have a garden. It doesn't hurt to grow our own vegetables and fruits. You know, we need to be more self-sufficient in this process. And guess what? That lowers your stress level, okay? So we're talking about living a better life now, being it fall, and we're being grateful. So we need to do some things that are going to help us reduce our stress level and live a longer life, along with drinking good water, okay? I can't express that enough, because actually after I drank that water and I went on about my day, I felt so much better. I really did. So Isabel's going to be my good friend from here on out, okay? So
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
You are welcome to come to my house any day you want.
Thank you. So we are almost at our ending here, but we are just happy that you are here with us. We are at Willowbrook Senior Center in South LA, and you know, I grew up in Willowbrook, so I'm at home. I have to say this, but this area of the world to me is awesome. It is South LA, and we are at the Senior Center, and one of the perks that they get every month that we come is that we feed them. So when we come and we're demonstrating, they can't wait till the class is over because they get to eat, okay? And they're happy about it. They're excited every month. And I'm excited for them because I get a chance to nurture them and definitely give them good food. But pumpkin chili is really, it's an excellent, excellent dish for this fall. I know when I started talking about it, I had people direct message me and ask me for the recipe, so I'm really excited about that. So if you get the recipe and you try it and you let me know, please let me know. Okay, you can always direct message me or, you know, however, on Instagram and Facebook, and let me know how it came out. If you have a question of any kind, you know, I would love to hear from you because I am here for you. I am here to help you live a better life through food, just through lifestyle. You know, this is my work. I am a 4th generation food service hospitality person. So this is what I do. I enjoy this. I enjoy helping people. We are part of the Hope Foundation with LA South Chamber of Commerce. It is our nonprofit sector. Helping other people every day is our motto. And this is what we live by, and it's a wonderful thing to live by. Now, if you haven't heard what Miss Isabel was mentioning, is that we have produced a destination guide. And I have to say that it is a beautiful work of art, okay? The marketing team has done a stellar job of putting on this production. It is beautiful. You know, I'm not even going to talk about my ad in here, but but these are the neighborhoods that are represented here in South LA. And these are the neighborhoods that, believe it or not, were left out of the LA Visitors Guide. You know what I'm saying? So with all the wonderful things that happen in our city, I mean, come on now, the SoFi Stadium, everybody knows what the SoFi Stadium is. It's in South Los Angeles, everybody. So everything that's in South Los Angeles around the stadium, you should be visiting when Super Bowl comes. All these wonderful, wonderful vendors and everything. This is a quality publication. And I would invite you to pick up one in different places on LA South Connections, I believe it is. You can find different places where we have this. On Facebook, also on Instagram. And definitely we have a digital guide. So if you don't have the paper copy, you can definitely look at it online and peruse it. Just a quality, just the articles and the ads in here. It's definitely coffee table material. Okay, I just have to say this. You know, I happen to belong to here, but it's just a wonderful publication. Again, my name is Chef Cheryl Tate. This is the Chefing with Cheryl show, and I am with the LA South Chamber of Commerce Hope Foundation. I hope you had a good day. I hope you enjoyed whatever our pumpkin chili and our roasted pears and butternut squash. These recipes are available. I believe they are available on the site. Yes, they are. And if you have any questions, please look me up. I'm here for you. I am a servant. It is an honor and privilege to be here with you today, and I thank you so much for joining, and have a great fall. We'll see you in November, family. Thank you so much.